house and got closed off, and security pushed back further. Do you have any sense of whether that might happen to Lafayette Park, and how would you react? I know it's federal territory.
You know, I'm glad you asked me that, Harry, because I just had that conversation with some of my team, and I'm one of those people who grew up in Washington, D.C., and has been very accustomed to being able to have access to all of our federal facilities. Going up on the Capitol grounds, you know, our congresswoman had to push back from not allowing slaying on the Capitol, from being able to walk all around the Supreme Court, to walk in front of the White House on both sides. And now all of that is under threat. I'm also concerned that some of the hardening that they're doing may be not just temporary. And so we would also have to push back from that. So keep in mind that that's the people's house. It's a sad commentary that the House and its inhabitants have to be walled off. I think that's a sad commentary. We should want the White House to be opened up for people to be able to access it from all sides. And I dare say that looking at traffic management permanently is also important. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I have a COVID question, but just follow up on that answer. So when you say you fear that some of the hardening up might become permanent, what are you talking? Do you think they might close off what is now Pennsylvania Avenue Plaza to pedestrians?
Well, I would just say they are very unconventional. And we know that we have all kinds of federal authorities, including the National Capital Park and Planning Commission, like NCPC, that comments on every detail of the White House complex, except in an emergency. So it's going to be very important that even when they made the fence taller, which was an argument that could be made from that, was a lot of discussion over changes to that complex. And so while we're right in the middle of a public health and public safety emergency, actually, we have to think about those assets. Those are federal assets, true, but they're also very important to local Washington and to our country. So people need to have access to our public buildings.
And then can I ask, just COVID, I know you said by the end of the week you'll tell us about the metrics, but today the data released show that once again the community spread downward trend has stalled, and you warn that you are anticipating yet another spike from data that has yet to come in that could reset this to day zero. What do you tell people about how close we're getting to phase 2 and where we are at in battling? I know you're dealing with
yes, and we do expect Mark to return over to the EOC tomorrow and have Dr. Nesbitt present to have a fuller conversation about COVID metrics and our progress in phase 1.